Anasema what? Kako sawa, niko sawa. Good evening and thank you for joining us. This is Look Up TV on this particular Saturday evening that the country is mourning the death of the former Samia Group chairman Naushad Merali, who passed on earlier on today. President Uhuru Kenyatta is also in Zambia, where he attended the burial of former president of Zambia, Kenneth Kaunda, and we shall be bringing you also what is happening in the country matters COVID-19. This is Trending News. My name is Felix Maringa and we start right now. Now, President Uhuru Kenyatta has led leaders in mourning the death of industrialist Naushad Merali, who passed away Saturday morning. The Samia Group chairman died at the age of 70. Uhuru has remembered Merali as a gifted businessman whose contribution to the progress of the Kenyan nation shall be dearly missed. Born in 1951 to Noorali Merali, Naushad Merali, who has many times been ranked among the richest men in Kenya and the entire African continent by Forbes, was the director of the defunct Kenya Tea Company from the 1980s to around 2005. He is the founder of mobile operator Cancel in partnership with the French company Vivendi, which was later sold and renamed Celtel and is currently known as Airtel. He sold his shares and stepped down from the company's board in 2014. And the Look Up TV family passes our condolences to the family of the tycoon Naushad Merali. Now on to other sad news, and President Uhuru Kenyatta today joined 8 other African heads of state and a host of other foreign dignitaries in paying glowing tributes to Zambia's founding president, Kenneth David Kaunda. In his tribute during the state funeral at Lusaka's main showground in Zambia, President Kenyatta described the late President Kaunda as one of the last great sons of Africa who committed his entire life to the service of the people of the whole African continent.
President Uhuru Kenyatta and other African leaders joined mourners at the Lusaka showground for the funeral of former Zambian President Kenneth Kaunda. President Kenyatta described Kaunda as a leader who strived to ensure many other African countries of this African continent were able to get justice to determine their own future.
President Kaunda taught us, and this is something that is greatly forgotten, that there is life after high office. He accepted the will of the people of Zambia graciously, with humility, and lived the remainder of his life in dignity and in continued service to the people of Zambia through such initiatives as highlighting the case for HIV, his work for children, amongst many other activities of ensuring peace and bringing parties together across the African continent.
Former President Kaunda, the first president of Zambia, died on June 17th, aged 97, and will be laid to rest on July 7th at the Embassy Park Presidential Burial Site in Lusaka, where 3 other Zambian past presidents are buried.
We pray for his soul, and we remain committed today and going forward to not only his call of one Zambia, one nation, but also the spirit of Pan-Africanism the unity of the African continent and her people, and our ability to be able to continue to struggle for justice on our continent as we move on and live the legacy that these great men of Africa have left behind for us. Rest in peace, Father. Rest in peace, our leader. May God give his family comfort, and may God comfort the people of Zambia in this most difficult time. Thank you very much.
President Kenyatta said Kenya will remember President Kaunda, fondly called KK, as a great friend and partner of Kenya's founding father Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. The leaders eulogized the late former President Kaunda as an iconic leader, a Pan-African titan, and the continent's towering liberation hero whose legacy will live on for many generations to come.
South Africa joins the people of Zambia and all the peoples on our continent in mourning the passing of our great leader and father, the father of liberation in our region, SADC. Dr. Kenneth Kaunda was a loyal friend of the people of South Africa. He stood by us during our long and bitter struggle against the oppressive apartheid government. Even as the brutal apartheid regime sought to wreak havoc in the frontline states in its efforts to destroy the liberation movement, Dr. Kaunda stood firm and never wavered in his support for the people of South Africa and the people of our region.
President Kenneth Kaunda was a freedom fighter who, through long-held perseverance, tenacity, and personal sacrifice, helped liberate Zambia from colonial rule. He and his many colleagues now gone believed that we Africans deserved to decide our own destiny as a people, and that we could not be discriminated against and have our natural resources plundered by settlers while we wallowed in abject poverty and degradation.
Attendance to the state funeral was by invitation only due to the COVID-19 pandemic, with majority of the Zambian nationals following the proceedings live on Zambia's national broadcaster, SNBC, and other local media. President Kenyatta was accompanied to the state funeral by Foreign Affairs CS Rachel Omamo and State House Chief of Staff Nzioka Waita. Brian Amwai, Look Up TV, Nairobi.
And may his soul rest in peace. President Kenyatta remembering Kenneth Kaunda as a friend to his dad, the former president, the first president of Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta. On to other news of what has been happening in the country. Now, the 7-judge bench hearing the BBI appeal has noted that it will take 50 days to make a ruling in an announcement that is increasingly closing the window for a referendum before 2022. On Friday, the IEBC chairman, Wafula Chebukati, affirmed that the next election will take place on August 9th, 2022. Our reporter, Carol Wangare Wanjiro, has the report.
As official campaigns are expected to kick off in April, the High Court has slammed brakes on the BBI-led bid to amend the 2010 Constitution, which had initially scheduled the national referendum to be held by June, a move that may complicate matters for President Uhuru Kenyatta and his handshake partner Raila Odinga, as the August 2022 general election is fast approaching. This is after the 7-judge bench hearing the BBI appeal delivered the ruling on the Building Bridges Initiative BBI, noting it will take 50 days to make a ruling, also noting that they have voluminous documents that they must plough through in order to reach a determination. During the hearing, Professor Githu Muigai pleaded with the court to give an early date because of the IEBC timelines they have. However, Justice Musinga said they will not change the date. The case has over 20 active partners who have each filed submission and list of authorities that the judges have to go through. The court erred in law by finding that the commission lacks quorum for the performance of its mandate. There were 9 issues at the heart of the hearing, among them public participation, IEBC quorum, and role of the BBI promoters and initiators. For 4 days, top legal minds, old and new, took turns to defend their arguments, treating Kenyans to a legal face-off. Carol Wangare Wanjiru, Look Up TV, Nairobi.
Thank you very much, Carol, for that story. And just what was happening in the online space yesterday following that particular ruling, some BBI lawyers were saying Uhuru should refund Kenya's money, and somebody also saying Uhuru is Kenya's employee and so he should obey the law. And some other people also thought that the BBI court case would strengthen the rule of law. And the judges have actually said that the ruling on that BBI appeal will be done on the 20th of August as to whether the reggae will continue or reggae will be stopped again by the court. It remains with the Court of Appeal judges. At that particular point, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we shall be telling you what Musalia Mudavadi is doing in Nakuru, as well as what is the latest report when it comes to COVID-19 in the country. This is Look Up TV. We take a short break.